There's no budget here for Boom Boom Room. We have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to it. Y'all keep on coming in. What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to our point of view. It's Wednesday night, child. Y'all know what it is. It's our point of view, child. It's 10 o'clock Central, 11 p.m. Eastern time, and it's time to get our what judge and find out what has been going on in Facebook land this week, child, because if I tell you, it has been a time. We thought we wasn't going to get no tea this week, and we were just going to chill with y'all and talk shit and, you know, talk about what had happened during the week and all that kind of stuff like that. But, honey, baby, the shit has hit the fan as of this morning. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, everybody. I hope y'all got your glasses. I hope you got your blunts. I hope you got your cigarettes or whatever you need to sit back, relax, and enjoy our point of view. Because tonight, it's going to be real juicier and a little tea. On this goddamn Wednesday. Okay. Tonight is sponsored by, of course, Pink Whitney. And tonight, I didn't even want to make no daiquiri. I wanted to drink some on the rock shit tonight. Because baby, tonight, I need some on the rocks type of shit tonight. And I want y'all to know, I'm here for the shit. I already got one roll. I've been smoking on, and I got two waiting in the wings, bitch. It's going down tonight. We got to recap on some shit from last week. You know, we got to do all of that. And then we got to recap on some stuff that happened this week. Let me get my earphones plugged in. All kind of junk. I don't need no shit. I don't need no Wi-Fi and all of that kind of stuff like that. Can y'all hear me still? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, Jill. Let me know if y'all can hear me, Jill. Y'all can hear me good. Y'all can hear me good. Okay. My boy on there. What's up, Junior? Child. I've been thinking about you all week because I've been looking at the Pretty V challenge. Y'all got to watch that Pretty V challenge. Okay, so this week in the news, we had, I don't know if a lot of you have watched, but Noah's Ark came on this past Sunday, and it was a remarkable show. And I hope that you guys got a chance to see it. They had a reunion afterwards, a post-reunion, and talked about everything that was that happened leading up to them talking about them having the show. So I'm glad they brought it back. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, please go on Patrick Ian Polk's page and follow him and see the updates from Noah's Ark. You can find it on YouTube. We're trying to get that show back because, child, that show was monumental. You know, and I'm so glad they brought it back, and they brought it back and excuse me, that damn Pink Whitney. They brought it back in real time. And so they was talking about coronavirus and everything that we're going through. And they talking about dating during coronavirus on social media. They touched on surrogacy for gay men. They touched on a lot of things. With Alex having we don't know if it's a transgender child. We don't know if it's it's LGBTQIA MNOP. like Alex said, my girlfriend Roxanne don't like what I said, but girl, it's a joke. It's a joke. You can't help but they keep adding a letter every year. They keep adding a letter. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, we ain't trying to exclude nobody and all that kind of stuff like that. When you do things like this, you know, we talk about it and we laugh about it and add the letters to it and all kind of gist. So I want to give a shout out to my nephew Suki, who was on the show, just in case y'all missed him. He had this little special appearance in the show. So shout out to Suki in his part. He played his part, baby. He owned up to it here, gave him a little 1, 2, 1, 2, shaker, 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 bitch. I got my life. I was like, yes, child. Now, if he bend over and do what he normally do, bitch, y'all gonna have to put this on Netflix after hours. Because if he keep it up, bitch, it's the baby. Whew, my nerves had got bad, child. If he throw that little leg up and pull it all over to the side like he do, child, and all kind of junk, baby, it would be a mean thing to tell you on Noah's Ark. So shout out to him. Shout out to late Ashley, the trans man that was also in the show. So I'm glad that they are doing things. They touching on topics that we talk about and we deal with on a regular, everyday basis. So if you can hashtag bring back Noah's Ark, that would be amazing because we need that in these times now because these shows that Tyler Perry have, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, so you know, we need to, you know, bring Noah's Ark back because I like dialogue, I like acting and that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm glad that they did bring back, you know, Noah's Ark for that. So please hashtag bring back Noah's Ark, and we're gonna try to get them on TV. You know, what is it, Netflix and all of that, they could pick that up. And shout out to Patrick for using my girl Janet Jackson for the theme song for Noah's Ark. So that was on her last CD, Unbreakable. So y'all know I'm a Janet Jackson fan. So as soon as it came on, bitch, they was a winner for me. So I'm good for it. I'm so good for it. I'm glad my girlfriend Alex back. She'd have made up all her little sayings and one-liners, like she say, oh magazine girt and all that kind of stuff. That bitch came out with my corona nerves. So everything has been on my corona nerves. Okay. So today when I woke up and I had got my tea for the night, it got on my corona nerves and I had to take a nap. And that was just that. And so then I had to wake up and actually say, bitch, you got a job to do tonight. So you need to like really go through this stuff and read it and all that kind of stuff and see what's going on. And yeah, so yeah. And then I talked about this week, Stone Mountain. You know, I did not know, you know, and I did not know, and don't be mad at me. I didn't know that, you know, Stone Mountain had these men on the side of it, Confederate soldiers on the side of it. And I have a lot of black gay friends that go walking on that mountain, and there's KKK grounds and all that kind of stuff. Y'all stay y'all ass from up on that damn Stone Mountain. It's other parks, y'all. Walk y'all gay ass over there in Piedmont Park, and you might find you a date or something in the process. But bitch, stay from off that Stone Mountain. Stay from off from over there. Don't go walking up there thinking y'all finna march up the Zion to get your shape right. Take your ass to the gym, walk on the treadmill or something. Bitch, like Necole told me, she said, girl, we pass by that mountain all the time to go to the black flea market. So, bitch, stay from over there. Stay from over there. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I was just kind of bothered by it, and I know that they've been talking about getting it taken down, sandblasting it off, and it wasn't voted on by the state or something that they couldn't sandblast it off. They were saying the only people that can change that is the legislature. So they've been tearing down these monuments lately. So I think that should be next, bitch. That, goddamn it, because my gay friends like to take their ass up there and walk around that fucking mountain for some odd reason. I have the slightest idea. But yeah, so that's the mountain thing. Then I also want to talk to you guys about the girls doing their live shows. We have Tasha Long. She's on Thursdays and Fridays. You can catch her on her Facebook page or her Instagram page. We have the Stars of the Century, which they are every other week. They was this past Monday, so they won't be back this Monday. They'll be back the following Monday. Shout out to the Stars of the Century. Desiree DeMornay, she took a hiatus, but she'll be back. You can catch her anytime. But it's a lot of girls out there doing different live feeds and all that kind of stuff. So I want to give a shout out. You know, I'm gonna start this tonight, and I want to give a shout out to my girl who came back this week, and this is my live feed for the week that I really enjoyed, and I'm gonna let y'all see a little bit of this. You might can't really hear the volume a lot, but you'll get the gist. So that was Necole Love Dupree. Shout out to my girl Necole. You did the damn thing. It was a very impromptu live that she wanted to do. She was already in it. She was at work with the Stars of the Century. And, you know, she told me, she's like, girl, I'm going home and do me a live feed. Put it out there. So she know once I put it out there, she can't turn back. And she did not let us down. You know, she didn't. What you got to know about Necole, Necole is not very tech savvy. So anything she do, we have to tell her what to do. So I appreciate the fact that she even did that. I know her fans appreciate that she did that because they've been waiting on Necole. So be looking forward to Necole doing some more stuff on her own and support her as y'all always do. But she talking about she ain't doing it. But goddamn it, you a lie. We gonna get some money. Y'all send my sister $60. She needs $60 to get her one. Hold on. My sister needs $75 to get her a speaker. So y'all cash out my sister. Y'all cash out my sister because bitch, she need a little coin. And since speaking of cash out, I want y'all to share this live, like this live. Please go to my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube channel and all that. And I also have another clip of the week that I want to share with you guys. I think it's fucking hilarious. And it is, and it's a good time. You know, for us that know this person, we know her, you know, so it was just good to see her having a good time and she just having fun online. And y'all check her out. This is my other clip of the week.
To which is our, we know we went through our battles, and it's the 4th of July.
We did Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah, because we was Bobby and Whitney too. Oh my God. We did everything for y'all tonight. I hope y'all accepted it and enjoyed every one of all that was happening tonight. Bitch, I know we had a blast.
That's all that fucking matter, bitch, is that you had a fucking blast. And bitch, I want you to know, baby Tierra, come on. I lost the fuck in, bitch. I lights me a blunt. If I have a cocktail, bitch, I'm gonna give me a cocktail because I'm gonna sit up and she gonna do some good music, bitch. She from Chicago, and you know they love good music in Chicago. So she gonna do some good music, child. And bitch, and she gonna enjoy herself and have a good time. So y'all go and watch Tierra Russell feed and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna bring in my panel now. One of my panelists is out. He's celebrating a friend of his birthday right now, but he will be in. He got to lose a card game right quick. He's celebrating. But I'm going to bring in not your auntie. Show some love and some hearts. This is Necole Love Dupree.
Hey.
Hi, Cole. Oh, don't you look pretty?
Thank you. And guess what?
What?
This is not even a uniform. I just woke up like this. Everybody ain't able.
Girl, let me tell you something, honey. I ain't got no uniform. My uniforms is my show clothes. You know, that because that's work. That's what my uniform is. This is my life every day. So we'll touch on that later. we will definitely touch on that later. How you doing today? What tonight?
I'm much better now.
I'm glad. You're in a better mood
I'm always happy and look forward to Wednesdays.
Yes, Wednesdays is everything to me. And I thought today we was gonna have a little relaxation today, but I guess not. I guess they see fit not to. But I'm glad they decided to do it this morning and not tomorrow, so I wouldn't have to wait to talk about it all next week.
Well, you know that ain't never stopped us. We will have an emergency meeting.
Oh, yes, we will, honey. Oh, yes, we will, child. Because if I tell you.
Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? I see y'all down in the comments. What's good? What's good?
Right now, let's welcome in my my other panelist. He is the no relation, the shady one, the paper plates himself. Show some love and some hearts. This is my son, honey. Tevin, no relation, St. James. Hey, son.
Hey, I got my uniform on.
Oh, you got your uniform on?
Yeah. Hold on.
I was like, why did you sitting under the trees? It's shady tonight, huh?
Oh shit, I'm flying. I thought I was flying. I'm on the tree. I ain't got no plane. It's invisible. I'm wonderful. I'm in my
Now, child, they can see you, child. They can see you, honey. We got so much to talk about. We got the recap on last week. We're gonna go back and talk about Hamburger Mary's in St. Louis, you guys, because we have some special guests in tonight on Our Point of View show, and we also need to talk about things because some other things has unfolded throughout the week with that situation up in St. Louis, and we also gonna talk about some things that have went on in Jackson, Mississippi, pertaining some the club owners and some of the patrons that goes to that club down there in Jackson and the problems that they had. We're going to touch on that a little bit, but I'm sure after we touch on it, we're going to have to reconvene about it next week. And we're going to also have a consumer report from not your auntie, Necole Love Dupree. And we're going to also talk about today's issue, which is trans women being called women or calling themselves women. So we're going to touch on that, being that someone, Naomi Michaels, today, I'm not sure if it started yesterday or it started today, but I just got it on today, that her feelings on how she feel about trans women calling themselves women. With that being said, we're going to start with Necole, not your auntie, Love Dupree's consumer report. So y'all give it up for Necole. She's going to give y'all a little bit of her consumer report. This is Nikki Notes with the consumer report of the day. Necole, you ready, Judge?
Yes, I am.
What you have on the books for the day for the consumer report, girl?
Okay, well, since you all didn't participate yesterday, you all went ahead and did the blackout, some of y'all, because I saw some of y'all went shopping. So the blackout was not meant for the Black business owners to take off. Y'all were supposed to stay open. Then y'all can't follow directions. That is why the people do not support your business. That along with some of your customer service. But here is some good customer service for you from Kimora Fontenot. She has great products called Aromatique Sweets. They're all natural products that you all can purchase. She has, let's see. She has a brown sugar scrub and lip scrubs as well. And she has also great shape Girl, go and send me a little package, girl. Let me test them out.
Yeah, I wear it myself actually, and it's a great product. I'm sorry I didn't have the pictures. I thought I had the pictures in here and everything so you guys could see it. But it's a great product. It's by Kimora Fontenot. I use it, and in a couple of days, even like a day or so, I found out that my skin was it's really smooth and really pretty. This is Kimora's Kimora Aromatique Sweetness. And it's really good. It's a really good product, you guys.
Okay.
Oh, she probably knows.
And then you all know that it's going to be getting really, really hot soon, and you're going to have to cool off. So my girlfriend, Miss Chevelle Brooks, has new merch in. So get your Zhush fans. I'm sure she will put up a link for you all to get that. So you can just pop it off and cool yourself off. And
yeah, pop it out at any time, and you can get your Zhush.
You can block the shade, cover your face like this, and give your company the looks.
Oh, you're not supposed to be in here.
But not least, there's a product that you all really don't have to buy, and that is people's bullshit. So over the weekend, there was a couple that went and defaced the Black Lives Matter mural in the street, and they decided to paint it black. They said that they were sick of the Black Lives movement. They said that for Black people to stop being so hostile and stop being so combative with the police. Well, as I was hoping for all weekend, I talked to several of my girls. I see one of them in the room, Miss Christian Valentino. I am so happy that these two son of a bitches were arrested and charged with they are in violation of civil rights, vandalism, and possessions of tools to commit vandalism. And if convicted, they both will receive a year in jail. And when they go to jail, hopefully they will be roommates with Black people. That has been my consumer report of the week. Thank you all so much.
Yeah.
Don't buy the bullshit.
Please don't buy bullshit from these folks, because baby, guess what? If you buy bullshit, you go become bullshit. How about that? Okay. So that is the consumer report. Those are Nikki notes with the consumer report. Thank you, Necole.
You're welcome.
Girl, you was really sickling on your show. I just want to tell you that. I really, really enjoyed you. I'm sure everybody else did too.
Thank you. And then I want to tell everybody who did tune in, because I was totally flabbergasted and I was totally lost. But I was just in such a spirit that I wanted to do a show. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do Whitney Houston for the people. So I said, let me post that I'm going to go live when I get home. And then I said, oh, the people are not going to believe that. So I'm going to have Chevelle to post it. And if she does, I know for sure I'm going to have to do it. Me and my child Anthony was in here hurrying up, rigging and stuff. But like I say, I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for your generosity. It's going to be a great help considering I haven't been working with all this going on. We are opening at Lips tomorrow. It's our grand reopening. I may be there to watch, but I won't be back to work just yet. I'm still a little apprehensive about all of that, especially with the numbers skyrocketing. And so I just want you all to continue to be safe. Please keep me in your prayers because I need them. Thank you.
Yes. And as we all do, we all need prayers. I think
I don't.
Why you don't, son?
I only some of them prayers not good for you.
No, not us. Not some of the people be praying on you.
Yes, now. And they be praying to Buddha and stuff. And I don't know nothing about no Buddha. So Buddha ain't helping me. I only know about Jesus. So don't folks that's praying to Buddha on my behalf, y'all doing it in vain.
I thought you said Buddha. I was I know a bush queen named Buddha.
I know
a couple of them. And I know
you know what, Necole?
I know a couple of them that got some good ones.
Some good Buddha. Child. But so our first topic we're going to talk about tonight. I wish Cornelius was really here. I think somebody should text him and let him know.
Yeah, he's late for work.
Yeah, because he's late for work.
See, that's why somebody from one of our guests was allegedly fired because of things like that. And I posed that question when they were a guest on our show last week.
He might get put on for guest status.
No, I mean, we had our special guest in Krista Versace, and I asked that question, and she told me, no, that was not the case. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna talk about speaking. Okay. Well, our first topic, our first topic tonight will be that the club in Metro 2.0 in Jackson, Mississippi, has reopened over the weekend. Am I correct, Tevin?
You're correct.
Okay. It reopened over the weekend, and some things happened. So I'm gonna let Tevin tell y'all all about it.
Well, the faithful customers of Metro 2000 are disgruntled. They complained about it being too hot in the new establishment that was supposed to be, and the only reservation, no. There was no major renovations. They only did the dressing room and painted the walls. They charged $250 for tables and the investment for the owner to come up. Metro newcomers gave back their titles because they weren't included in the Metro event. So a lot of folks are just upset because they was excluded from the event that they thought they were included in.
Oh, so that's the whole problem, is that they don't feel like they were included in the Metro reopening, especially the court. Well, not just especially the court, but the court and I guess one of the major patrons, right?
Well, actually, like some of the big names in the city.
Oh, okay.
The big names in the city wasn't featured. It was all out of town guests. That's what.
Because you're shaking your head.
No, I was waiting for him to like mention like who was it that was upset? Or
that's what I was waiting on.
Well, all my information came from BJ's live on yesterday. I had watched all 2 hours of it, and I stayed tuned just to make sure I can get all the tea. So
So BJ is like one of them. Have anybody heard from the owner, and have the owner rebutted or anything?
Well, she rebutted on a post. However, I wasn't able to see it because I'm not friends with her.
Oh, okay. That's when you need to have an inside job, do some work for you.
So your field reporters.
You got to talk to your field reporters. You got to talk to them, child. So last week on the show, that was with that. I don't know, about what's going on in Jackson. I know that it was on Facebook, and they were very, 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 very upset about what they have going on. But I did see that City Lights is going to reopen, right?
All right.
Under new ownership.
Yeah, they under new ownership.
It seems that more than just the entertainers, some of the sponsors were a little aggravated too. So they took it upon themselves to open another club.
Oh, so these are the sponsors for Metro 2.0 that when it opened up. No. Jen.
That's more than one way to skin a cat, ain't it?
That's more than one way. Open our own shit.
Oh, so they said, bitch, we gonna get our own shit. We not even finna fuck with y'all. And
so we gonna get in there for free.
Oh, it's free to get in.
No, it ain't free to get in. But the ones who've been patronizing, they're not gonna be charged just because it's a new club. We're not gonna start new rules and they be charged to get in now. Everybody that's been working for free had to pay to get in. They usually got in for free. They was thinking they was probably a part of their package, work free, get in free. Yeah, but
I do work for y'all for free.
25 at the door. And the 25 started a whole bunch of stuff at the door.
But see, and I'm gonna tell y'all down there in Jackson, some of y'all need to stand up for yourself, because you shouldn't have been working for free. Don't expect don't expect them to you come do my show for free and I let you in. You can't expect that from them. You can't expect that from them because you gave them your services for free. I'd rather them give me some money, because I could stay at home and smoke and drink until it's time for me to go to work.
Right here.
But if I choose to go, I really don't have no problem paying to get in.
If you're not going to work, you're not going to work.
And I don't have no problem with paying to get in the club because a friend of mine told me, girl, you Chevelle Brooks, you shouldn't have to pull out. I say I understand that, but everybody at the door don't know me.
Not if you're on the court.
Well, if you're on the court, you ain't got no business paying to get in
God
the
damn
club. Nah, God
Yeah,
damn
them
it. Nah.
kids keep that city alive,
Me,
and they have something to say.
for what they've been losing during the pandemic, so everybody gonna pay.
Well, they said that the owner did it for a come up.
Yeah,
When
because
it came up, they
they say she didn't renovate. They say it was no renovations. The dressing room was just painted white.
Somebody said they put them all on the Friday show when no one was there, and Saturday was out of town people, and they got paid. Oh, the out of towners got paid.
They got the show night.
Oh, they got
the see, I can't say that word. It's our show, but I still can't say that word. They got the lesbian.
They got what that is LGBTQIA element P.
ABCDE.
So they got the you wanted to say the lesbian pay?
The lesbian.
Oh,
I hope I'm not disrespecting y'all because I know if it's a change of name for y'all, I hope I'm not disrespecting y'all because I know y'all want to be called trans men.
But no, well, hold on. Yeah, because I was going to say now all of them.
I just want to stop the clap back because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings on accident. So I just think the general name.
Don't even get to calling out the names what they want to be called. Just explain the proper term because you old school. And our time in this 4 box, it was either you're gay or lesbian.
I just don't want no problems.
Even if you were a transgender woman,
even if you was the transgender woman, you were gay. But they already respected you and called you girl, lady, woman. You know, they didn't call you a drag queen. And so, yeah.
What are we talking about?
That's a topic for later.
I was just apologizing earlier.
Yeah, that's a topic for later. We were talking about the club, what was going on in Jackson and how they felt disrespected with the opening and all of that this weekend. But
sorry for my tardiness. You know, I was doing something.
I told them you was at a birthday party losing spades.
I was winning. That's why I was late. I kept winning.
Well, I told them that you was applying for guest status.
Oh, like cool.
Oh, see, you want me to be mixed.
Baby, let me explain something, y'all. No, we're not even. Hey. Hey.
Not tonight. We have bigger fish to fry.
Speaking of fish.
I'm sorry. We don't have bigger fish to fry. We just have something to fry.
Okay, wait.
So speaking of frying, I fried some chicken last night and I think it was really good, but that's not what I want to say. I really want to tell y'all to share this live.
Like this live.
Share this live, like this live. And also go to my YouTube page and please subscribe to Chevelle Brooks. It's the one with the icon with the little dancing fish. Y'all subscribe to her and you can also go back and watch this show. And so we're going to move right along to our next topic, which is the Hamburger Marys in St. Louis topic again about the owner is being allegedly blamed for being a racist. Let me go back to my notes so I can read exactly what it is.
So this week?
He's transphobic, sexual harassment, and a racist. Now, we had a guest on our show last week, which was Krista Versace, one of the young ladies who used to work at Hamburger Mary's, but was recently let go. And I talked to some of the other co-workers there in the city, and even people that was watching the show last week, they were texting, and I got phone calls, and so did other people that's on the show got text messages about things that Krista Versace herself has said. And so we did ask her those questions, but one of the things that was said, I was getting ready to read Let me find it. I was getting ready to read something that was said that she allegedly had said. She cut me off in the process of reading this. So I'm going to continue to read this week because she's not here, because this is why we're bringing this up. Okay. Now, she said that she did say that she have said things, that she have said some things that were out of order, and she also said that she is not racist, and she haven't said nothing about. Hold on, June. She haven't said nothing about other people and all this kind of stuff like that. So I started reading this last week, and she said it was a lie. But someone sent me the text message, and it said, "Can you talk?" Yes. It said, "Mocha this weekend, yuck. Who's booking these shows? Terrible." And the person said, "I did." She said, "Yuck, disgusting." And he said, "Perfect. Besides yourself, who the hell would you book?" She said, "Not her at all. She's a prostitute and can make her money on her back than in a show. Let her stay home on her back. I would never book any of those prostitutes." And then she goes to say, and she also stated that a contestant
Right.
Backed out of the pageant due to something that was done by that man allegedly. So they asked that the promoter said all my contestants showed up except 4, and they all canceled due to financial obligations. Now, at-large girls didn't show in protest of another person, and but it had nothing to do with David Perdue. And so she came, and they was messaging while we were talking and saying that she was lying about certain things that she have said. So I want to bring forward, and I also did get other information about things that she have said about other entertainers in St. Louis. So I don't understand why she got on here saying the things she said. And I know Krista. I've worked with her before. We in passing. Never did I get any of that from her. But you know, people show you what they want you to see.
Exactly.
And so she showed us last week what she wanted us to see, but we see different. And you have to know that we are in the age of the screenshots and the the screen grabs and all of that. So and we are in the age where phones keep everything. So you got to be careful and mindful what you say. I have a guest tonight who is also one of the entertainers at Hamburger Mary's St. Louis. I want to welcome into the room to our point of view. This is Dominique Sanchez. Hi, Dominique.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome
Hello,
to our
Neil.
point of view.
Hi, Nicole. Hi, Tevin.
Baby,
I don't need.
I'm well.
So last week I'm sure you heard we had Krista on the show, and
I
you also made a post in reference to how you felt about the situation at hand, and you
Yes.
also stated some things like you have said some things, you have done some things. So who are you to throw the rock at him? So could you explain your post?
Yes, I will, because someone has said that people were wondering why I would post such a thing, and because they were just wondering where I stood on the situation. And initially, I wasn't going to say anything about it at all, because the first thing that came to mind to me was that all it was going to do was just to fuel the fire. So I was just going to just leave the whole situation alone and let the main parties that were involved, let them hash it out. But then a younger entertainer called me that morning and told me that people within the city had been wondering why I hadn't said anything. Me being at this point the only African American entertainer on the showcast, why I was being so quiet. So that's what coerced me to go ahead and finally make a post. The point of my post was not to stand in defense of anyone or to stand against someone. The first part of my post, I explained my personal experience with David and all of those things that he's being accused of. That's not the person I've known him to be as it relates to me.
Mm-hmm.
From my personal and I've been here for 2 years, and I just haven't seen those things. I have not experienced those things. But I'm gonna get to some other part here in a minute. The reason why I said that it was not my place to persecute him, because right now these are just allegations. I have no proof of any of this stuff. So who am I to judge this man based on allegations when I'm guilty of all the things that they're saying that he did?
As such. Explain.
Yes, I have, because I've said some ill things about other races that probably weren't the greatest things to say. I've touched and grabbed on men without their permission before. And I've said things about even some of my trans sisters before. And me with my butch WWE truck driving looking self have no business talking about nobody else's transition. But I've done those things because I was with friends and it was funny. Mm-hmm. And you know, so until I got the facts, because on Sunday there's supposed to be testimonials from everyone about
this past
the
Sunday,
stories were supposed to be told. The protest was this past Sunday. And so the victims were supposed to give testimonials and they were supposed to tell their story. So someone had asked me why I had not quit. And I said, well, I'm waiting till I hear these testimonials, till I actually hear the stories of the victims. And then I'll make my decision at that time based on what I hear and based on what my heart tells me. Yes, you know what? I undoubtedly believe this to be true. And then I'll make that decision at that time.
Okay. So
did you hear any of those testimonials?
That's what I was just going to ask.
I did not. I mean, so of course, when I got there, it was already going on, and I was on the inside, but I have not heard anything, you know, given any stories about what the exact incidents of racial discrimination were, what the sexual situation was, and the exact moments of the transphobic stuff were. Now, I mean, to be intellectually honest, you know, when you're in the dressing room and you're amongst who you consider your girlfriends, you all say off-colored things.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I think that there's a difference between saying things that are a little off-color than it is you're just blatantly racist. And I mean, I'll give you some examples of why I say that. I say that because there have been times when I would go scan the audience to go see who was out there. And then I'll come back in the dressing room and I say, oh my God, all my family is here tonight. I know what songs I'm going to do. Because, you know, and I don't mean it in a negative way.
Because other
people
there.
have said, because, you know.
Or basically, you and another girl.
Yeah, right. And so, you know, so there's just certain things like that other people may say that they've heard other people saying, and they don't necessarily know that it's because it's almost like those things where you say, we can say it, but you can't say it, those types of things. Mm-hmm. And so I mean, so if anything, it's just been stuff, you know, just like that, I think, for me. From my experience. But have I heard him call anybody the N-word, or if I heard him say things about all the Black people need to go get off welfare? Have I ever heard him say stuff like that? I just have not. I have not. And so
those type of experiences with him at all.
No, I mean, not to my recollection, and my recollection is pretty good.
So this protest, they had a protest on Sunday. Was there anything solved at that protest? Did they talk to him? Did he come out or anything like that?
No, he did not. He did not go out there. They're right in front of the building. He did not go out there. But for me, I think that's where I can't tell anybody how to handle their issues. I can't tell anybody how to handle their problems. But for me, when I have problems, no matter what size of magnitude it is, I always want to begin with a conversation. And so my idea was it would be nice for the organization to map out all of the grievances that they have, map out all of the accusations. And you all, as the organization and the victims, come together with him and talk to him directly so then he can face his accusers and he can hear the things that they have to say. And then maybe you could have a discussion. Maybe some of the things may be valid, who knows? But maybe some of the things may have just been some misunderstanding.
Because at this point, everything is hearsay, right?
As far as I see, yes.
So,
Okay,
So I'm still waiting to hear the actual testimonies.
So as far as the protesters, what's their end goal? Do they want him removed, or do they want him to acknowledge that he said these things? What's the end goal?
They want him to be removed as owner of Hamburger Mary's. They want him to rescind any like not certificates of appreciation, but any like community awards he has received, through pageantry or through the gay community. They want those to be rescinded, and they want him to be relieved of his post on the school board where he lives.
Oh wow!
And I mean, and let's just, and I'm not here, like I said, because I'm taking a side or because I think that they're wrong. Because I mean, if you feel like you have a issue, you have a problem, you have something that's really important, make it heard. But my thing is that because my thing is the end result. Okay, so let's just say he's gone. You remove him. All of these things are taken from him. Does that kill every instance of it within the community? Because from what I understand,
I'm sure
this has been a problem within this community since the 80s. Well, he wasn't here in the 80s.
Well, I'm sure for them, if he was removed, it would be a start for them. So that's
right.
Probably how they would feel.
Yeah, most definitely.
Are you the only African American that work there? Or in the guest spots? Do they bring any guest spots in and black girls work the guest spots?
Yes, ma'am.
Any trans girls work the guest spots?
Yeah, I mean, there's trans girls on the show. Our show was majority trans women. It was me, Krista, Danielle, Tiffany, and then Nina was the only boy.
And Mocha, I'm sorry, yeah, so I knew that because Mocha works there also like once a month or something like that, right?
Mocha hasn't been there in a while, especially since COVID has been going on. But yeah, she comes. Some very beautiful new young ladies like Tassandra, who lives here. She's come to work with us. Ming Lee, who's from here, she's come to work with us.
CC Russell.
They've had some girls from Chicago to come and work with us. I mean, we've had a lot of trans women.
And I also have
a lot of different races.
Go ahead.
No, I said, but we've had, a lot of different races, a lot of different trans women. We've had boy queens. We have males that come and perform. So.
Okay. The reason why I want to say this, but the reason why I'm saying that is because I see some of the comments in the box, and someone said that she's playing a Karen. No, she's not playing a Karen, because I know that I know also that there are other African American trans women that speaks the same language that she is speaking about this man. So it's not just her, just because she's on the showcase. So I want to put that out there. And I do have another guest that is in the wings that wants to speak also. And go ahead. What are you saying, Necole?
I was just gonna ask, like I know that how we stated earlier, like how you said you don't know that side of him or anything, but have you had an open dialogue and conversation with him about the issues and grievances that people have made towards him? Have you had that open conversation with him?
Not necessarily. Well, we've touched on it, and he denies it. He denies the allegations. He says that none of it is true.
Because I know I've had past experiences with people where I have been the only in the room, and those things.
Did she freeze?
Yes,
Necole.
Grandma, this ain't froze.
Okay, now repeat what you said, Necole. You froze.
No, I've been the only in the room.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're not in the room, that leaves the door open for other things. That's why I asked.
Yes, most definitely. And don't get me.
By no means think that when you're not there, other things aren't said. People are gonna say a lot of stuff when they know you're not around. I'm just saying that, and I'm not saying he did say things or he didn't. I'm just saying be aware of that.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, don't be deceived that I think that we're all friends, we're like family. Nobody ever said anything about anybody. Cause trust and believe how we've discussed people with each other. I'm sure that people have discussed me with each other. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I definitely don't have that perception.
Okay. Corey
go ahead.
I was just going to read the comment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Corey asked, he said, I'm curious as to why there's only one black girl on the cast because St. Louis is full of black entertainers.
When I got there, there was supposed to be two when I went before I came. There was Asia and Alexis. Before I moved here, Asia got on the show, and so Asia did not come down to St. Louis. So then I came aboard, and it was Alexis and I. And then there was a situation with Alexis, and so then Alexis was not there, and then I was there by myself, and then Robin came on, but then of course, as you know, Robin left.
And that's why. Okay, well, I thank you so much, Dominique. Do y'all have any more questions for Dominique?
No, I don't. But thank you, girl, for coming on and sharing your point of view. We love you. Son, a hug for me. Tell him Annie said hello. And you take care.
I will.
Thank you so much, Dominique.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. I'm going to bring in another young lady who also has a relationship with the owner, and she has worked at the Hamburger Mary before, so I wanted to bring Desiree DeMornay in.
Does she feel like everybody is?
Everybody. Desiree, where you at, Jeff?
Oh.
and she been in there the whole time.
Oh, she getting her first go round. she getting her first go round.
I see a lot of people in the comments are stating that how did she hear any testimonials when she was inside, and she was like, I'm sure she was speaking because there was supposed to be a news and camera crew that were there to talk to the people about that, and they
and yeah, so
that's that.
And I watched the live feed myself. I saw it from the beginning, and there were no testimonials. They did march outside, and they did
in a circle.
And, yeah, they walked in the middle of the street. They had the escorts that blocked off the street so they could walk in a circle in front of the Hamburger Marys. They did also. Now I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. They did also.
Stop for a picture.
They had a bullhorn and all that kind of stuff, and they had a Black Lives Matter sign out there, which that's another issue because it's not a Black Lives Matter event. It's not a Black Lives Matter event.
And I'm thinking that people are getting the whole Black Lives movement mixed up with everything else. Black Lives Matter is about equality for the Black community. That doesn't mean it's all about everybody else's issues. That's why everybody else has their cause for whatever they need their cause to be. That's just like it's a Black Trans Lives Matter. That is that movement. So you can be a part of a movement.
That is that movement.
Yeah, but that's what that particular movement was about. So stop getting the two mixed up.
Don't talk to them people like that, girl.
Speaking as a Black woman.
As a Black woman.
Hold on. So they did stand outside, and once the show started, from what I heard that Desiree's back. From what I heard, they were peeking through the windows while the show was going on, and then open.
They want to come in and get them a loaded tie. They were probably doing all that protest.
And I was told that Nina D'Angelo even brought water out to them, a bucket of water, and told them your voices need to be heard, but it is hot and whatever, and here's some water. We don't need your water. That's what they told. That's what they
was thirsty, girl.
Well, and a little parched. And so they said,
they plan on doing this every week.
Well, so from what I'm hearing, that they are going to protest again on this Sunday.
So listen, are they gonna walk from block to block, or are they gonna go in that same circle?
I'm sure they're gonna stand right there in that circle.
Oh.
But I think they had the block blocked off as far as whatever, so the cars couldn't come down. That's how they were able to walk in that circle. But when the news, I heard from a source that when the news left, so did they. They're protesting in St. Louis at Hamburger Mary's. That's what it is, Marlon. So Dana is in now. Hi, Desiree.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey,
You got
How
the
y'all
drink
doing?
ready?
Hey,
Baby, I've been drinking. Hi, babies. Hi, Neil, my nephew, Tevin, and my sister, Chevelle, and Necole.
how are you, Dana?
I'm very good. I'm fucked up, but I'm good.
girl, your boobies big.
I know. Hey, what's going on with y'all?
Living the dream.
Okay.
Living the dream.
So before we go on, I encourage you guys to share this live, like this live, and please go to my YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and watch any of the our point of view shows, you can go back there and view those shows. But support a girl and go subscribe, okay? Cheers. So Desiree, we just had Dominique on the show, Sanchez, earlier, and she was speaking to her knowledge of what was going on with the racist, transphobic allegations on the owner and how she felt about all of that. So what is your views and points on that?
Well, for me, I have been friends with David for over 20 years, and he is Mexican American. He is just like everybody else. He says off color shit. You know, he said some shit to me before, but you know, and I blame the people, friends that say off color shit, and you should say, you should say something. That subject. Don't hide behind it or laugh with them. You let them know that shit. And he's just like everybody. You know, like I try to say, if they ever make slaves again, bitch, don't forget you brown. You might be in the fields too. Your money don't and he got a bitch that work for him that
Desiree,
love him and care about him when he doing something for them.
It's your speaker
And for
cord.
me,
Desiree.
that whole Crystal Versace shit, that's some bullshit. Cause me and that bitch got into it in 2002 in St. Louis, Missouri at the complex when I am the reason why she had a job at the motherfucking complex. And that bitch called me and I should have whooped her ass then.
Hold on, back up.
She called you what?
But I don't care about all that.
What did she call you? We didn't hear it.
Yeah, what did she call you?
Is my speaker cord doing something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I
It's
need
giving us the Wi-Fi.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all can hear me.
Somebody need to turn down one of their devices.
Because the race.
Because I don't know what's going on, bitch. Can I?
It's Desiree. That's Desiree.
Can you hear me? Do I need to put this back in?
No, cut the other device down.
Hold on, let me put this in.
Yeah, mama fool.
Oh, so y'all can hear me. Okay, like I was saying.
She's been in the green room for a long time. She been taking mom. Because
mama fool.
Y'all can hear me or you can't. Let me put this shit back in.
No, we can hear you.
Okay. Hold on. Y'all know a bitch been drinking.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now which one? Now what you got? What device? You got another device on?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, take your time. We on your time.
Oh, that's right.
Am I? Hello? Okay. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We good?
Yeah.
So what did she call you?
I probably do. Hold on, let me turn this shit off.
That's what we was telling you.
It was my phone. Yeah.
Hold on, Jeff. Wait, yeah, look. No, hang up and come back. Oh, wait. I think, hold on, wait.
Hit the mic thing. And
Hold
do
on,
it.
child.
Okay.
There you go.
Don't worry about it. Hold on.
But we hear you though.
We hear you. Okay.
Yeah.
She gonna go to another device.
Mama,
Okay. I'm sorry. We didn't have a chance. We didn't have a chance for the producers to set up for her earlier.
Desiree done sat in the green room for a long time, baby, fucking with the mini ball.
Oh, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all ready? Like I was saying.
Okay. Take two. The bitch called me a nigga to my face and everybody got in my way so I wouldn't whoop her ass. But I say this. She is a horrible, nasty, vindictive, copying everybody, trying to be somebody that she'll never be. She has this much entertainment value in her motherfucking pinky. It is about as big as a roach. She cannot entertain whatsoever. She looks good. She's a carbon copy of Alexis Principal. She told me that she would be Miss Continental before me, and I'm going on my 20 years, and she still ain't won.
Wait a minute, is this the man that called the folks?
No,
I'm talking about Krista. Now, I'm going to get to David. Now, David and I have been friends for over 20 years. And like I said, he's just like everybody else I know. He said some off-color shit. He is a minority his motherfucking self. As far as him being transphobic, there's no way that he's transphobic because, bitch, he is, everybody he has hired is damn near transsexual or transgendered or whatever you want to call it, you know.
And as far as him being a racist,
don't call them women. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Part. But he's hired transgender ladies, and you know my whole thing is she came on. I got to the show late. I didn't even know the bitch was on the show. I'd have laid her ass out then. She's horrible, and she's disrespectful. She's not even liked in the community. Then they out there protesting. Half of them, let me tell you something. They said that there's a lot of black entertainers in St. Louis. There are a lot of beautiful and gorgeous black entertainers in St. Louis, but not all of them are good and don't deserve to be on no show.
And that's everywhere.
And that's every motherfucking word. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? So some of them out there protesting, I don't know what you're protesting for. Because my whole thing is this is a gay establishment. And then this what bothers me the most. Y'all want to tell me they don't cater to the gays. Hamburger Mary started and it was for the gays. The gays didn't show up. The straight people showed up. The straight people showed up and gave us their coins. So don't get mad if we in there making money and the gays are not supporting us. I'm going to tell you the truth. Only gays that tip are black lesbians and white gay men. Black gays don't tip. White lesbians don't tip. If you ain't talking about fixing no car, they don't want to be bothered with you.
And I'm not because I ain't got none.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? And that whole thing about them signing contracts, all that kind of stuff, all that stuff is important. I had talked to David all week. And I told David he needed to defend himself. But what David told me made a lot of sense. Because I told him, first of all, like the child is a legend that he sexually assaulted him. If this baby is watching, say this to you. You're stupid. Because if any bitch touched me out of the way, and I know she coined, baby, I'd have already lawyered up and already had my money been swimming in it.
Because this has already happened.
But yes, she's stupid for not telling a story and getting it out there. You don't wait 9 months later to tell a motherfucking story about him sexually assaulting you or touching you. You know what I'm saying? It's an allegation.
So have these people filed criminal charges? Have these people filed criminal charges?
Nobody brought me up on charges every time I grabbed the.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There has been no charge.
Dominique she is the only black girl there. So they looking into her. She's really not from St. Louis. She's not. I haven't been a part of that community for over 20 years. And bitch, the first thing they wanted, they pulled me right into the bullshit. And my whole thing is, I don't give a fuck. And my whole thing is, I ain't never like Krista. It's a lot of bitches that call me the N-word, like Dina Cass and all the rest of them motherfuckers, Alicia Markstone, all them hoes calling me niggas.
Alicia Markstone was black.
Alicia Markstone is black. Her grandmother is as dark as me, bitch. Dark as me. That's why I heard
my Pink Whitney,
and nappy. She passed.
Let me get the shit started. Because the last I heard was Mama was passing.
Passing. That's what she doing. And she been passing. I don't hate the bitch. Let me tell you, I don't hate her. I don't hate Dina Cass, but Dina called me a nigga too before. You know what I'm saying? And know some nasty backstabbing ass bitches. You have to watch them hoes when you on a show with them. Everything is available. Your makeup, your dresses, your wigs, your jewelry, anything that come up missing, you might need to ask one of them hoes. And I'm not defaming none of them bitches' character. I'm just telling the truth about them bitches because I done been in the room when them hoes done the stupid shit. So when them one of bitches want to retaliate against me, I have kept my mouth closed for over 27 years about a lot of these fake ass, phony ass bitches that live there.
Oh my God.
And not to mention, Alexis Principal is my sister. And Krista Versace ruined my relationship with Alexis Principal. She ruined my relationship with Vicky Vincent. You understand what I'm saying? She's a nasty bitch. And I tell you right now, if that hoe ever get in a pageant with me, I'm going to smoke her ass. And she better hope I don't whoop her ass and then still go do it again.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, cocktail.
You know what you have sound like, Desiree?
What, girl?
You sound like Angela Bassett and Waiting Head said when she said, "There's some shit I want to get off my chest."
Baby, I'm just, when I heard Chevelle's show last week, I was very upset because I called Chevelle immediately and said, "You had this bitch on your show?"
Yeah.
And then I listened to the shit she said on my, she fucking lying. She telling half truths. You understand what I'm saying? And this is my whole thing is, if y'all so motherfucking mad and want to rally about some shit David done did, why y'all didn't do that shit when Alexis got fired? Alexis did get fired for working other places, but I'm gonna tell you something about working other places. Like I told David, I'm looking at the comment. Tell you something about working other places. If you don't have a legitimate contract, we are contract entertainers. And if she's working somewhere else on a day that she doesn't work for you, you cannot tell somebody grown where to work. Alexis got fired for more than just working other places. I know the whole story. Matter of fact, I know everybody's story. That baby that just left Robin Hart's, she quit because she heard David say some off-color shit. She didn't know if he was playing, and in her mind, she told me she didn't think he was playing. And nor did he apologize for the shit that he said. I asked her, did she speak to him about it? And she said he didn't. He just blew it off like it was nothing. That's why she left, because she didn't want to be a part of the foolishness. All that did was add to the story. Tiffany left because she don't want to be a part of the bullshit. So everybody's clapping that, she left and America's sweetheart left and she's pissed off. And I was like, have you talked to Tiffany, you dumb bitches? Have you talked to her?
Hold on, that's right. For those of you who are just tuning in, we're talking about Hamburger Mary's in St. Louis, where the owner is accused of being transphobic. He allegedly sexually harassed people, and he said some racially insensitive subjects. So that's what we're talking about. And he had a guest last week who is Christopher Sachi, which was one of the entertainers there, that said some things on the show last week that they are saying she's a liar. And she racial. She says a bunch of racial insensitive things. So that's where we are right now for those of you who tuned in. And Desiree is a friend of the owners, and she has worked at Hamburger Mary's, and she is speaking to his behalf.
Because this is upsetting me and my homegirl.
That's all.
Miss I.
This is what I want to say to our Black community. I'm a firm believer in this. You got to realize, especially when somebody who is not Black owns something, you got to realize if you can change something and you feel like you want to change it and you feel like you don't like what's going on, get your motherfucking own.
Get your own.
Quit trying to tell these people how to change their business. Quit trying to tell these people what to do with their business. If you don't want to work there and you don't want to patronize, don't take your ass there.
Don't go.
It is simple as that. You know, I worked for Hamburger Mary for 8 years. I was show director for 6 years in Tampa, Florida. And a lot of the rules and contracts they got is because of me. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah. I have always been the token Black in every fucking situation. You know, that's why I get mad when bitches be talking about, when I lived in St. Louis, I can be definitely honest with you. I worked at all the white clubs. You know why I worked at all the white clubs? Because they had the money. Mm-hmm. They had the motherfucking money. I only paid them to drink.
Entertainment on time.
Thank you.
True.
I'm just being real. When I went to work at the Black Club at the time, it was $7.47. They wanted to give me $45, and I had to blow bottle rockets out my ass just to get a coin out of you. But I got called Uncle Tom, or I'm kissing the white folks' ass. I ain't kissed their motherfucking ass. I learned to appreciate the dollar.
I was always first to get fired on my show because I was never there. I was always first to get fired when I'm on the showcase because I was never there because I was always on the booking because I was getting paid more money to go here. So instead of sitting here making $50, I'm gonna go here so I can make $250. So I'm not. No, and so but you ain't never here. Which this is why I stay here if you can give me some more money.
Exactly. That's my. So you gonna tell me, okay, if I go work at this at the complex where I worked at, they giving me $150. I go to the black club and they giving me $45. Where the fuck do you think I'm finna be?
Black club.
It's just flat out the truth. So and that was back in the day.
So since you're making more money at the white club, that means does that mean that you tolerate more stuff from white people or at the white club?
No, let me tell you something. Never. I have always been the one that they never tried. The only white bitch to try me was Krista Versace. Because she thought she was black. Because she used to suck and fuck black men.
She said that last week.
You understand what I'm saying? But let me tell you, just because you sleep with us.
I've always known where I stood on that. Just because you like black dick don't mean that you're not racist. You just like black dick.
I had a friend, Necole. I had a friend that moved from St. Louis to Florida, to Tampa. Him and his lover been together 17 years. He's white and his husband's black. He got into I was working at this club called Valentine's, and everybody knows about this club. That club was popping and popping. Yep. Bitch, it's all black. I go in there, I work there. He gets into a fight. He's my friend. I'm trying to stop these kids from whooping his ass. And I stopped in the middle of the fight because I've known this man for 20 years. He's known me since I was a teenager. And the first thing come out of his mouth was, "Let me go, you motherfucking niggas. Let me go." I let him go. I let him go. And I let them whoop that ass. Because if you gonna say that word,
I wouldn't have let her go. I wouldn't have let her go. I wouldn't have let her go.
Come get her.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Desiree's saying. Desiree let him beat her.
No, I let them attack that ass. Not before I got to her.
I couldn't believe it. And then she wanted to come back and apologize to me and say she didn't mean that. And I told her, I said, baby, you was drunk. And my mama taught me a long time ago. Like, that's why I'm drinking tonight. Because I was what?
Yeah.
You know the word.
Well, exactly. I don't believe that, but I do believe that in the heat of an argument, sometimes people say what they've been meaning to say.
They say what they really
that's
feel.
What I mean. He been meaning to call, and his lover, I promise you, they stayed together a month after they had been together for 17 years. Stayed a month after that fight because even his own husband didn't believe that he said that. They think the shit is safe. They think it's okay to say that. You know how many times I've heard some of my white friends tell me, "Oh, you're not like them." I'm not like who?
But see, that's why mine be few and far in between, because I don't let people make it with those kind of comments. To me, that's underhand racism.
Exactly. And so that's why I was talking about David.
So y'all see, we all been together. We've been at pageants and all of that before. You see how I end up getting into it with folks that we personally know because of those kind of comments.
Exactly.
Oh, you got good style for a black girl. Well, bitch, what the fuck do that mean?
And that's why I told him, I said, bitch, every time I wake up, bitch, I look at my skin, bitch, this ain't Caucasian, this black, this brown, whatever you want to call it. Bitch, I am black. There ain't no changing that. Because I get along with my white friends, okay. You know what I was always taught? Learn how to be, what's the word? Bitch, when you around folks, it's like going to a club. I tell you,
Assimilating.
Exactly. And it's just like people when they learn music. If I went to a Japanese club in California about 10 years ago, I don't know nothing about Japanese. I remember the song called Sweet Shishwa. I learned the motherfucking song because I was in a motherfucking Japanese club to show them that I at least tried to learn their music. They was mad at me because they hired me to do American music. I was like, well, shit. Well, I did that song, still got paid. It is what it is. But I was trying to show them that I do that. I work at a Latin club here in Phoenix. I don't speak a bit of Spanish. The only thing I know is mucho grande pinga when I'm trying to get a piece of trade. You understand what I'm saying? That's it.
So you never experienced any of these things from him, and that's what you're saying, and so everything that they are protesting about is lies.
I just personally feel like I said, like I told a lot of the girls that live there, and I even told my girlfriend Alexis, y'all have to be mindful of how you conduct yourselves and how you conduct with the public. You have to remember that there are so many people that follow us, that believe in us. So if you don't stand up for you, nobody else will. And I haven't personally had that problem with David, other than the fact, like I said, he has said some, like that whole shit, your cousins are out there. He said that shit, but you can ask him if you talk to him. I got that ass right in the bud, right then and there. Them ain't none of my motherfucking cousins. I don't know none of them motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was an MC on the show, when I would see a bunch of us out there, I don't even use the N-word. I'll say, oh, it's a bunch of Canadians here. Everybody knew what that meant. That's saying something off color. You know what I'm saying? But I felt it was okay that I said that because, bitch, I was black. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he was okay to say some of that shit because he was Latino.
But see,
you know what I'm saying?
That's when my thing comes in, and I always tell people this. I want to make you feel as uncomfortable as possible saying that around me, so that you know that it's not all right. So that you're very mindful of trying to say that around somebody else. Because what you might say around another bitch might get you popped.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And I don't ever want you to feel that it's okay with me. Because it's not. Bitch, it is nothing wrong with my melanin. And if you want to feel like I think I'm better or something, then yes, I do.
Well, I think,
and that's what I'm saying. You have to, if this person is really your friend,
and it's
like
nothing
Necole, you're my friend. If you said, one thing I know about Necole, Chevelle, and Angelica, y'all not gonna let me just make it saying nothing. If you don't like something, you're gonna tell me right then and there.
Exactly.
You don't let me hold it. You don't let me make it because I'm Desiree. Y'all don't do none of that. You understand? So you have to do the same thing with your friends who are not of your race. Like people get mad at the N-word. I feel like should nobody use the motherfucking N-word. You know what I'm saying? It's a horrible word that we have put a term of endearment on it that we shouldn't even use it. You know,
yes, this is my thing. I like to hear people get upset about it because I want to know what it is that upsets you.
Yeah, how you really feel. That's what I want to know. Tell me how you really feel.
So now you feel like we have something on you. That we have something that we used and we took. It was some bad terminology and we used it and made it a term of endearment. And then they get upset with us because they can't use it. But then the question is, why are you upset because you can't say it when you know what the negative connotation behind it means?
Correct.
So don't judge me based off what I'm saying.
What I do.
And that's the only thing that I try to convey to any of my friends. I made a promise to myself. The next bitch I ever hear call me the N-word, I'm going to snatch her soul out of her. And I'm going to do it when people ain't even thinking about it because I let Krista make it. I let Alicia make it. I let Dina Cass make it. And I'm not letting none of them hoes make it no more. And if any of them bitches is watching, let me tell you something. You are deceitful, vindictive, nasty, horrible entertainers, and you bitches are racist bitches. And I don't like none of you hoes. None of them. Y'all have made my life horrible. Because all I had to do was be nice to you bitches, and you bitches were not nice to me. But I'm no longer letting bitches make it in my 40s. Bitch, I'm down there in my 50s. And I promise you, if you ever say any of that shit to me, I'm going to smack fire that your mama feel it.
Desiree, I need you on my team.
Your point of view.
We figured that's why I love the fact that y'all have this show because I had got on the show late and then I went back and watched what I missed. And I was just floored that this bitch had enough nerve to get on here talking about she not racist, she sleep with black men, da-da-da-da-da. Bitch, just because you sleep with us don't mean you one of us, ho.
She was very upset. She was mad. I want to bring in my other sister, Angelica Sanchez. Hi, Angelica. Welcome to our point of view. Let's see. Tevin ready. Tevin ready.
Hey, everybody. I'm not coming in with the same energy. Desiree is on fire, Jesus.
Ooh. Desiree, I'm gonna tell you, look, but wait, I'm gonna tell y'all what Desiree doing. Desiree is pulling a Chevelle right now. And I love every minute of it because y'all know 9 times out of 10, it's always me. It's always me. Bitch, I'm telling you. Baby. Because I'm speaking how I see it. So I ain't mad at my sister. Bitch, that's how she feels. Get your judge.
Look, that's all right. I had said when she told me you was gonna come on the show, I said, "Oh,
hold on, I'm trying to put my wife."
We got to start holding hoes accountable.
I said, please let Desiree have a couple content before she comes. That way, she's gonna tell the truth. She's not gonna hold back shit.
Yeah, I told her I'd relate the message. You see,
go buy your Wi-Fi box, Piggy.
Okay, Piggy is stuck over there.
Go buy your Wi-Fi box. Please go buy the Wi-Fi box.
See, but you know, I'm just really tired of bitches lying, being conniving. You know, like I said, I've always been the token black girl in every show that I've been in, and I always got to prove that I'm not a mad black woman.
Yeah,
bitch, I am a mad black woman.
I'm tired of trying to clean that up, trying to prove that. No, bitch, I'm not mad, but don't make me mad. Don't make me upset with your stupidity and your idiocy. You know, I'm tired of that stuff.
We are holding Piggy accountable for her Wi-Fi. But we got to hold people accountable for what they do and don't let them, like I said last week. When you hear it then, you nip it in the bud then.
And that's what I do instantly. You know what I'm saying? I do it instantly because you have to really be mindful of situations and people. Because if you let a bitch get away with it one time, she gonna do it to you all the time.
Yeah.
She gonna think like it's okay for you to say that. I had a friend, God rest her soul, I loved her to death. Her name was Necole from St. Louis. She used to say, "Oh, you're not like the rest of the black girls." And I used to tell her, "Don't say that or I'm gonna punch you in your motherfucking mouth." You can't say shit like that to me. You know what I'm saying? You can't say shit like that to me. And our friendship was strong and better after that. She really thought about what she said. That's just like when I was being a young MC and I used to say crazy stuff about how crazy Cubans and Dominicans were when I lived in Florida. And Esme came to me and she told me that hurt her feelings, that I said that. So I had to be mindful that even though I was making a joke and getting a laugh out of the audience, what I just said hurt my friend and might have hurt my friend and some of her culture. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to be mindful of that stuff. But
that's why as a host, I don't make racial jokes and stuff like that. I that's just not my job.
No, and you can't. That I make fun of myself on the mic. You know, I make fun of situations. You have to really be mindful when you're talking to a diverse audience. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with David has said some off-color stuff, but I got him together right then and there. You understand what I'm saying? He's never done that again in the 20 years that I've known him to me again. Now, what he do when I'm not around him, I don't know. Everybody's got a different view of somebody when you're not around. I don't know David when I'm not around him. So I'm going to go on, like Dominique said, how he has handled me. But I personally believe that he's not a racist. I personally believe that he's not transphobic. And my whole thing about racist, yes, you can be racist, but I've never seen it. So if he's done some shit, yes, he should be held accountable for it.
But they need to have some validity to what they're saying.
Exactly. This is what I want. If he done that, bring me the receipts.
So
bring me the receipts.
categorizing because nobody is showing those.
They ain't showing me not one to see. So don't call me with the bullshit.
The people standing in his defense.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I said. You know, that's why I was like, and then that bitch, she got fired. She got fired because she horrible. Miss Krista. Fuck her.
So,
You
okay.
understand what I'm saying?
So, thank you, Daisy, for coming on the show, sister. I love you.
I love y'all.
And thank you for speaking on your piece. And yeah, cheers. Cheers, Desiree. Love
Bye,
you,
y'all.
too. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you.
Hello.
Yes.
Listen, I had them receipts she was looking for those.
That was Desiree. Good morning, everybody. Let me see if I can plug my earphones back in.
Please, because it was echoing.
That was me, John. You see it's gone.
Say something, Chevelle.
Yes. Hello.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah. See, now we're good. So see, it wasn't me. So I'm just, you know, I had to get it out my ear though. So that was so she had told y'all like a T.I. motherfucking ears with the situation, how she felt on a lot of shit. That's the kind of shit that I ain't talking about, bitch. Bitch, it's always me. It's always me, bitch. I'm telling you, it's always me. But Angelica's in the building.
I think we got a better connection.
You promise?
But that last connection wasn't doing it, girl.
No, they said you was on the Wi-Fi, girl.
The Wi-Fi is a fool.
We see.
That part.
Okay. So I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that you came in. So you came in right on the perfect time because you're not even, you know, the one to talk about what's going on and all that kind of stuff like that. You probably came in because your girlfriend was going off and you're not used to her going off in public. Yeah, it used to be with us three, me, you, and Necole.
Yeah. We used to that in the hotel room when we all together.
Yeah.
Piggy head gave me very this. Oh, Desiree, you're gonna have to calm down.
Pull back, sister. Pull back, breathe. Because it's good. I promise y'all, out of all of us, y'all, it's usually me. At the end of it's always me. It's always
and Necole if you get a hot.
And Necole if you get a hot. It be us.
Yeah.
But see, y'all know that about us.
But you know, all hell done broke loose if it's me. If it's me, all hell done broke loose.
I'm gonna show you how it go. Piggy, you better go get Chevelle. What, Miss Thing? Well, wait a minute, Chevelle. I just think, if you just come over here. No, fuck that. And then
fuck that.
And then you ain't going
No, fuck that.
What did you think? And then Piggy think, all right.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Girl, fuck all that. So I'm glad you came in at this time, and because I'm gonna move on to my next topic, which is today. What happened today? I'm gonna play something right quick and for you guys, and then we're gonna move forward.
Okay.
Dude, Black Lives Matter and all that shit matters. Well, bitch, my life matters. Since motherfucking 2012, this community has disrespected me, demeaned, denamed, defamed, drugged me, called me crazy and delusional and a lunatic and all of the things that you guys have said about me. This community, you guys owe me a very sincere apology for all of the years and all of the times that you guys have taken your ignorance out on me. That shit hurt. So no, I'm not leaving up nothing as no teaching tool for y'all until y'all let me know that bitch, I'm that bitch, and that y'all want to hear from me instead of making it seem like, oh no, bitch, I don't want to hear from her. She crazy. When deep down inside, you bitches really do want to hear from me. Now, either you want to hear from me, bitch, or you don't.
Now, but what we not going to do is call her crazy and stupid and delusional and keep sending these rusty, dry dick ass faggots to come attack me. And nobody say, well, wait a minute, girl, we can't do her like that because she actually really has something to say and it's very valuable because she's the only one saying it. So now, that's that. I've said my stuff. Until y'all hoes learn how to put some motherfucking respect on my name, some respect on my motherfucking transition hoe, I'm not leaving shit up. Bitch, ain't now one of you hoes transition in front of the motherfucking White House, bitch. Ain't now one of you hoes transition in front of the Speaker of the House. Cause bitch, that hoe had to learn a new motherfucking name because of me, bitch. So don't say about, I don't know what kind of transgender you are. I'm the kind of transgender that's making the shit relatable to the motherfuckers that make the decisions about your transgender asses. So don't second guess my transition and why I did it and what I did it for. Bitch, I had to do it. Because that's the only people that's the only way that the people who doing the voting would have ever seen it. You think they ever seen someone transition before, bitch? No. They never seen it. They never seen it until they seen me. You think motherfucking the vice president of the United States ever seen what a trans motherfucking woman of color looked like before, bitch? No, bitch, not before me, bitch. You think motherfucking Mitch McConnell know any black transgenders, bitch? Yep, he know one, and guess who it is, bitch? It's me, bitch. You think motherfucking Nancy Pelosi ever knew a motherfucking black transgender, bitch? No, she ain't know them, but bitch, she know one now, bitch, and it's me, bitch. So don't you hoes question what my contribution is. Bitch, I done contributed, and I keep contributing. So don't let nobody fool you and think that because I'm not passable or because I don't put my makeup on every day, then I'm not the bitch that's out here doing it for all of us. So when I say that a trans woman is not a woman, you can put your money where your mouth is that what I told you was the motherfucking truth, hoe. Cause bitch, I'm history, bitch. Not them hoes, bitch, me. I'm the history book. Bitch. So because I don't put my makeup on I'm not the bitch that's out here doing Give me a second, because I couldn't hear it on here. I had to go to that.
I say that a trans woman is not a woman.
Yeah, need you to turn that
money where your mouth is. That what I
mute up.
Bitch, I'm history, bitch. Not them hoes, bitch, me. I'm the history book.
So, she said that trans women are not women. My story is not your story, first of all. So I'm gonna say that. I feel that people are born female. They are not born a woman. You are born female. Females have babies. Females have, they menstrual cycle and all that every month and all that. Some women can't even have that. Some women can't go through that. So does that make them less of a woman? So you are born a female. I know I'm not female, but I'm a woman. I'm a woman. So can't nobody speak my journey for myself but me. And if you honestly think that them people in that White House haven't seen an African American transgender woman until they seen you, I think you're sadly mistaken. Them people have seen more than we see, and I don't put nothing. I just had this conversation with my friends. I don't put nothing past them people. They've seen it all.
They know it all. Talking to the White House.
I don't even know, but she's the first. So, I just don't. I don't agree. But you have your own story. Your story is your story. My story is my story. And you can't speak on me. I know where I was born a woman. I just put the clothes on to fit how I felt. I've always been this way. So, what do you have to say, Necole?
I'm going to start with what I started with earlier when all of it happened and when I evoked myself into the conversation. It was a blanketed statement. So my response to that was, well, baby, you probably want to speak for yourself and how you feel about you. You can't couple everybody into that and say, and speak for a whole community. Everybody has their story and their transition. Second, I'm going to say is after listening to all of it for the past couple of days, your eyes, unless you don't want to see it, will show you that you have, beloved, have so much other underlying issues that need to be addressed. Giselle made a comment about that everybody that transitioned isn't trans. And I don't think that people take into consideration the reason why they're doing what they're doing.
What they're doing.
It is not up to me to make that a valid point for anyone. Now, everybody have their own set of reasons for doing it. But when you start making comparisons all the time, it's not even in this instant, but when you make comparisons to yourself and other queens all the time, or where this person is on this level and I'm down here, and so I got to act like this, and then this is this, and then these people are right here, and y'all look at them like this, but when I say it, it's like this, and then if this person said it's not going to be like. Whenever you have those kind of things, you have a problem with the way that you feel that people perceive and view you.
Because
you have an inner problem where you're not accepted of yourself and what it is that you're doing. And even if it's not the case, which she wanted to say, it appears to be bitter. It appears to be jealous. It appears that you're hurt. It appears that you feel like you've made some wrong decisions and you cannot speak for what I feel. So even in that moment, I never came at her like that. I tried to talk to her as, well, just speak on your own behalf. Speak on your own behalf. But then you wanted to take everything that you thought you knew about me and twist my words and make it into something else. Oh, well, I don't understand how you did all this and you just sat up and said that you're not a girl and you didn't want to be no girl and all this. No, baby, I chose to make some lifelong decisions for myself. For myself. And not one time in any of those comments or posts that I made did I speak upon myself. I just wanted beloved to know, speak on behalf of yourself. Don't speak on a whole, because you're sitting up talking about we're offending cis women because we're using the word woman. Well, let me tell you something about that. I should not be able to upset you because I call myself a woman. Yeah. How can what I do in my everyday life and the way that I view be such an impact and a power over you
that cause you to make
that cause you to feel some type of way? What I call
and
those,
talk about it for 8 hours.
What I call those are insecurities. I can't make no woman feel no type of way about herself. So, and the problem generally occurs, especially with women, if you hanging with them, y'all girlfriends, y'all doing this the bitch do my hair, she put me on, she showed me how to shop, she showed me what to wear, this go with that. And it's all fine and dandy until you're somewhere and a man shows you a little more attention. So then now she if something's being taken away from her. Well, the young man made a post the other day that said, you cannot get mad at the woman that you're attracted to. This is what you said.
He did. Yes, he did.
Because you thought I look good. You can't get mad at me, sister. My sister.
Because it wasn't my fault. You can't get
but
mad.
See, that only came into play when she got put in her place about speaking for everyone else. And she finds a way to twist words and try to change things around. But everybody knows me. I still say to this day, and now I'm speaking on my behalf, I don't think that I am a real woman, but I decided to live my life a certain way, and I'm going to live it such. Now, sexuality
is a whole different subject.
Identification are two totally different things. Yes, I love the Butch Queens. Love them.
They everything.
Right. And the last thing I'm going to say on this, don't ever compare yourself to me, darling. I don't care how many White Houses, press briefings, Senate members you paint, how many times you hang around anything. Guess what? We not on the same level. And when they look at you, they don't see what they see when they look at me.
When they look at me. Thank you.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing, nor is it the same look. So until you learn that there's a difference in waking up like this and putting your uniform on, keep me blocked. Because you blocked me because you couldn't stand the heat. You blocked me because there were too many people agree with what I was saying. Because my reality is not yours, darling. And yours will never be mine. And I'm finished on the subject.
I want to bring
and
in...
that was my point of view.
And now I have another guest who came in. I want to bring her in because she also had made a post today. Show some hearts for Amaya. Hi, Amaya.
Hey, everybody.
Hi,
Hello,
Amaya.
Welcome to Our Point of View.
I want to talk.
We're gonna let you talk. I just want to introduce her first because she's been waiting in the green room, and I didn't want her to end up like that.
I like to get all opinions in first.
Yes. So
I like to get all opinions in first. Go ahead.
So Amaya.
Basically, with that, I mean, I just think it's unfortunate because I think some of her comments were off the wall, if you ask me. I feel like I won't say she because she identified, he sees himself as a man, so he was off the wall.
Yeah, make sure you address him correctly.
Yeah,
beloved.
So he was,
beloved.
Beloved would be for a woman. He said that trans women aren't women, so that's a man. That only leads me to address you as what you told me. See, I like to respect people, and you gave me a man, so that's what I'm going to address you as. I think the issue is that what people fail to realize is that in this community, especially when you have a platform, but just with trans women, we have to be very careful with what we do and what we say, because at the end of the day, each of us are a representation of one another. Yes, no other girl doesn't represent me, but coming from outside of the trans circle, the world sees us as one. If one does something, then that's a reflection of all of us. If one girl has a beard and a wig on, then they associate that with all of us. And although that isn't the case, just us as trans women, we need to be cautious of that. That everything that we do is going to be placed on the next girl. So that comment, for one, the wording was just out of whack. Number two is like, you just transitioned like 2 hours ago. So it's like, girl, you shouldn't even speak about trans women at all, period.
Hormones ain't even intact.
Going on there, like comparing the amount of money that you pay for surgeries. I personally feel like if you have to keep going into the booth, 10 plus times, then clearly you're not happy with what the doctors are giving you. Every time you get off the table, you're still looking like a man. You still see Billy Bob in the mirror. You're not happy. So
Amaya, don't even do no resorting to no name calling. That's not even. Let's not.
Overall, my comment.
Yeah, you
right. So let me not even do that.
Let's not even resort to that. You don't have to resort.
Right. I do just feel like we just have to be careful with what we say, because whether we like it or not, we represent each other. And although I know no other girl represents me, I I just hate to see people talking reckless and misinforming the
yeah,
with trash,
misinformation about your lifestyle, basically.
Right.
It's misinformation about your life, and especially if you are supposed to be a representative of that lifestyle. But
exactly,
you can't speak for Caitlyn Jenner. You can't speak for.
But that would be the one that she don't have a problem with.
And I'm sure that's the one.
Right. You know, that's totally fine. But you know, I'm not gonna argue with any other trans woman because everybody knows. If nobody else knows, everybody knows that I'm for all the girls. Whether you're passable or not, however you identify, I'm just for the girls because I just feel like it's my duty to live my life openly on social media and just out in public so people can see that there are different types of girls. All of us aren't the same. We aren't what society makes us as, but there are so many bad apples in the bunch that take everything that we work so hard for and just throw it down the drain. I don't know about nobody else, but I worked too hard to get to where I am as a woman, you know, to gain the confidence that I have today. Like, that shit didn't come overnight. I had to literally learn to love myself and know myself in order to teach other people how to treat me, how to respect me, how to view me as a woman. And it's like, I'm just so sick of these people getting in uniform because, you know, when you do drag or, you know, you go to work, you're getting in your uniform. I wake up like this. This is me 24/7.
This is me every day, all day.
Like, I can't fake it. I'm just a woman.
No, that's
a trans woman. I'm sorry. I'm a trans woman. But, you know, I'm well aware that I was born male. However, I do identify as female. And I think
I don't have to walk around with a trans print on my forehead. Because when I walk out in the day,
that's the problem. That is where the root of all of it is. You can't walk around like that.
Yes.
It's not gonna make me be on your level. That bitch had told me to. I'm sorry. He said, beloved said today that when we walk in the airport, that they're gonna say those are trans. No, baby. They're not gonna see what they see in you. I'm afraid not. And guess what? I ain't had no name change. I plop that ID down just as proud, and they say, "Ma'am, can you please put your bags up here?"
Girl, they don't think
what they see you. See, she was one of the people who had the problems going into the bathroom. Well, nobody complaining about me. I've been going to piss in the women's bathroom for a year. Ain't nobody said shit, and I wasn't bullying them.
But you look like Whitney Houston.
Amaya, I thank you for coming on. Would you say something? You want to ask Amaya something?
So
why you got woman on your name?
I had a lot of people saying the same things about her as far as she's off the wall, she speaks off topic, and she doesn't represent who you guys are. So why put so much weight in what she says then?
Well, I was addressed.
I didn't really put weight into it. I kind of said and went about my business. The weight came after I was tagged in something that was totally negative. Not once did I say that anybody was this or that. I just spoke for myself, and I think the issue is that when you open your mouth, you need to speak for you. Me saying that I'm a trans woman or that I identify as a woman is not a reflection of anybody else. If you want to be a male man, that is your business. But I'm speaking for what's over here. I don't know what your struggle was or your journey. Really could care less. But don't open your mouth and think that how you feel or the man that you see in the mirror is a reflection of me. That's not. I don't give a fuck who it is.
I ain't heard nothing.
My grandma will tell you I'm just a child. So
you're breaking up.
Translate to Bill.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Amaya.
Break it up ain't the word.
Amaya.
I want to say something to Terrence. I feel like the title to feel how she feels everyone else. What she eat don't make you shit. This is your viewpoint. Doesn't have to agree. You're exactly right. But she put the whole comment out. And when she put the comment out, she spoke for a whole community. That's what she was doing when she did that. She called herself speaking for a whole community. Now, when you put those kind of statements out, you leave yourself open for rebuttal. Ain't that right, Toby? You leave yourself open for a rebuttal. And that's what people gave her. Now, I will be honest about this. I actually agreed with some of the things that she said. But in the same note of agreeing with what she's saying, she didn't even want to hear that. She was so on the defense of trying to be right, or that no one is ever going to see her point of view, that she didn't want to hear anything else that anyone had to say. Then told me not to come to her defense. So then I won't.
Okay. Thank you, Amaya, for coming in. Amaya left out. I want to say thank you to Amaya for coming in and speaking her piece and how she felt about what is going on.
Thank you, woman.
Angelica, what do you have to say?
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't privy to everything that went on, but I just kind of, got the news over yesterday and today. I wasn't for sure about what happened today until I saw the video. But first things first, for me, myself, and me knowing what science and what the body does, first off, y'all know I'm a firm believer in God. I know that God didn't make any mistakes with me. I know he didn't make any mistakes with you all. I know that God is very powerful and every individual is just that, an individual. They are different. And also in saying that, there are many variables that make everybody who they are. And there's something magical that God had to do in order to make us that. So when you're in the womb, as a seed hits the egg and you become what you are today, we all are first female. Mm-hmm. Your ovaries either go up and become ovaries or they drop and they become testicles, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay. So we know in transgender individuals, their mind stayed in female zone or male zone, but the body did something different, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So in knowing that,
I know that
me or anybody else who defines as a woman or female, anyone who defines as male or man, that comes first here. And it's so funny to me that we have to realize that it is women who don't have breasts. There are women who can't have children. Mm-hmm. There are women who don't have menstrual cycles, but that does not make them a
who don't have ovaries
woman or not. You either are or you not. And for me, I don't need anybody with this trans and this and that. I've been a woman since I became grown. I was a little girl back then. Mm-hmm. Since I can remember at 3 years old, I was a girl.
Yes.
When I played dress up with my brother and my cousin, and we thought we were Charlemagne, there was no doubt about it. I was
Jody Wiley. I was Jody Wiley. Girl, come on.
When I jumped off the bed, when I jumped off the bed at 5 years old in my daddy's robe and bit the tip of my tongue off, doing a straddle in the air and jumping down in a split, and made his robe a wrap dress, thinking I was Debbie Allen from Fame, I was a girl.
Yes, ma'am.
They may have called me a sissy. They may have called me a faggot. But I've been a girl since day one. The problem that I had and the reason why I went to church and the reason why I got to know God for myself, to know that he didn't make a mistake with me, was because I wasn't going to listen to what everybody else out in the streets was telling me. I wasn't going to listen to what everybody else in the church was telling me. Otherwise, I would have been another victim of suicide.
Yeah. Come on, Piggy. Ooh, girl. I don't know what to grab.
Listen,
so I had to look within myself and know that God was real, that he made me in his image, and we're all energy. This flesh gonna die away, but this spirit gonna be energized and it's gonna go to another place. And your energy was either more feminine or your energy was more masculine.
Well, I think we being rude because
so if she wants to identify as he, that's on her. Go ahead, Necole.
I say I think we being rude.
What you say, Necole?
About his transition.
Ask who?
We didn't ask who about their transition.
Cornelius. I want to know how you felt about your transition.
But I mean, we put so much into all of this, and I know plenty of women. That I've been in contact with. Chevelle, you know, some of my best girlfriends are women. I have gay daughters who are lesbian. I have daughters who are cisgender women who are they my kids. They my kids. It's one doors down from me who call me Gotti. And every man she ever been with, she let know about me. And they see me as a woman. So my actions and who I am, it proves what I am. I don't need to tell it to nobody else. You can feel the way you want to feel. That's why I never responded to this.
How I was born as, what they see me as when they are introducing me or when they see me. What do they see? They see a woman.
Yes. And any woman that has a problem with it, when we come in contact with men and the men might be more attracted to me than they are to them, that's on you.
That's on you.
There's a confidence that I do that you're not doing, boo-boo. So that has nothing to do with me. Now, you can tell them my tea all you want to, because I probably already put it out there, because I don't want no problem. I need you to know exactly what you're getting into before we even have any conversation.
You know what? This would be a perfect time to play Tabitha.
To play who?
Tabitha.
Oh, wait. Girl,
about a prescription.
And also, I need trans women to. I would say this. Maybe Naomi, far as the people that she's around, we know that she in DC. She is around all of these people who make decisions. This is true. And she might be the first one that they actually seen do a transition, because she was one way when she started, she's another way now. But your journey doesn't depict what my journey was. And when we ranking on people about their transition, people said for years that I wasn't no transgender woman because I didn't have implants or silicone or this. Yeah. Jazz and Bonet told me the best thing when I was 18, 19 years old, Piggy, get on hormones if this is really what you want to be. Get on hormones and it'll show you exactly where you need to go. And baby, you're a big girl. You probably ain't got to go far. You already look like a girl. So I don't care what nobody else say. I'm just me. I go to church like this. I'm me. My pastor respect me for me. So we got to get this right before we go out there talking about what we gonna do and who we are and what we are. If we live by example, that will change mine.
I appreciate you, sister. That's why I'm glad you came on here. And I love you too. And you know, you just spoke a word into these people's lives. You have talked to people, because I'm sure my child is sitting over there like, what the fuck? He still wants to go back. Like, because evidently he was asleep during that class at school.
I didn't make the anatomy. They ain't had that.
I didn't either.
That had fucked him completely up.
Over ain't nothing but nuts, George.
Hello, thank you.
Some dropped, some didn't.
Some dropped, some didn't. Yeah.
So did yours drop?
But I mean, just think about it. The beauty. But I think about that all the time. And me and Chevelle and Desiree and Necole and all of us, we'll sit. When I was giving up Continental, we were sitting in the room. My mama done rolled all the joints for us, and we sit and we talk. Me, all of us. We talk. We have deep conversation. I encourage anybody to get to know a transgender individual, because anybody who's willing to live in this kind of truth, their mind is beyond. In other races, in other cultures, in Native American culture, in Indian culture, we are revered as gods and goddesses because we're able to know both minds. Don't twist your mouth.
Yeah, well,
I know what you think, and I know what that woman over there thinks.
Like I said, allow everybody to tell their own story and don't speak for everyone, which was where my point was from the very beginning. And I tried to defend or to be there with her like that, but she wouldn't allow that because she didn't want to hear it. And I don't want this to be turning into no drag fest for her, because it's not.
No, it's not.
And I don't.
No matter what, she's still our family. Let's be real.
Right, because at the end of the day,
she's still our family.
However she feels, she's entitled to that. Just don't speak on how you feel and try to
for me
everybody in that, because everybody don't feel the way you feel. So I respect how she feels about herself. You can feel how you want to feel, but don't try to drag me and lay me, because I am not that one.
No, lady.
Right.
And don't do stuff like
Jesus.
Like block
My
me.
My spirit got me high.
But see, it was a lot of people that was agreeing with what she was saying, because like a lot of stuff she was saying, we kind of like felt like that too.
And that's fine that you feel that way. That's fine. Nobody have a problem with that. But you can't speak and tell my story on how I feel about me. And what she was doing was saying what we all are. And then that's your reality of how you live. This is my reality on how I live. So you can have your own view on whatever. That's your opinion. That's your point.
Yeah.
But don't put us all in that.
Right.
Ain't nobody made you the spokesperson for me.
Yeah. And just we as trans women right now in the movement and where we at in this world right now, we got to be mindful of what we speaking out our mouth. Because there's other people who feel these certain ways and you fueling their power. It's even that with the Black Lives Matter movement. We can't be in our own community killing each other and then expect them to think that we matter.
That we matter. Yeah.
Stop giving them ammunition.
We can't be hating on each other and make them think that we matter.
Yeah. No. That's the same thing Terry Crews did. Said he don't want Black Lives Matter to turn into Black Lives Are Better. Ain't nobody even had that discussion. You adding something in to get the
But some of them think that way. Wait. Some of them white folks feel like that's what we trying to say and trying to do.
But I'm saying,
some of the white folks do think we trying to say we better. But all we asking for is to be equal.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he gave them
all we asking for is to be equal. Oh, he did give them ammunition. They're like, oh yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the whole Black Lives Matter, it's the difference between Black Lives Matter and black on black crime. Because black on black crime, that's
you talking to me.
I'm saying it's a difference between
they
Black
talking
Lives
about
Matter.
Giselle, ain't them?
Black Lives Matter, that's saying, cops profiling black people just because they're black. Black on black crime is not, I'm killing you just because you're black. So it's the difference between black on black crime and Black Lives Matter. So
and that's what I was trying to say.
I get that.
About the whole movement.
And I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. But I'm just saying about the movement, that's how the other side sees it. So we got to be mindful of the way the other side see things too. So we got to do that in our own actions on our day-to-day life. When we show respect for ourselves, other people respect us.
Well, baby,
Chevelle, what's next on the agenda?
Well,
all right. Is he thinking we shall overcome?
yes, Jawaka Tima say it's time to it's time to say we shall overcome. Giselle is still on the White House, and y'all want Giselle to come in, but Giselle is
come in because I would love to hear her point of view on some stuff.
Giselle had declined.
Oh, you know that's my sister. She said, no, ma'am, she's not speaking on these things
because of her mouth. But I would love to hear what Giselle have to say. So if you could, Giselle, come on in.
She feel like that y'all gonna get her, sister.
I already told her it's your point of view. That's the name of
Send
the
her
show.
the link.
Yes.
And we want to hear your point of view.
We want to hear your point of view.
Yeah, because everybody ain't gonna agree with my ass.
Probably.
Come on, Marty.
I talk to some of my friends. They say, "Oh, she fake that."
Giselle is listening and probably laid up and just chilling. She don't want to get done up and get on camera tonight.
She can't get done up. She can't be done up.
She got good skin.
I was laid up with my Bush Queen, man, in my
she
business.
wake up like that.
I was just laid up here with my
Well,
Bush
I
Queen.
think I can't say this for her. She defines herself as non-binary. Why y'all falling out?
Yes, she do.
That's
I want
how
y'all to
she
share.
defines herself.
Please
And ain't
share
nothing
this
wrong with
live.
that.
Go to my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chevelle Brooks. This is where our point of view will be every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. And you never know who might pop in and get their judge, because, baby, something is always brewing on Facebook.
Celebrating for Juneteenth.
I agree with
We
Carter.
celebrating beloved
For Juneteenth.
for Juneteenth.
Because she, her people, she's in, what did she say? I don't want to call her wrong. She's in the straight black community, and she's
in the White House.
Oh, no. But I did want to read this, Chevelle.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Read.
No,
You know how to let the pastor tell the woman. Read.
Read.
It's not a read at all.
Read.
I don't have Flame's information.
Tevin, you about to read something too?
This is from 6 years ago. This is July 8th, 2014 from Washington, D.C. Said, your number one priority should be living your best life for yourself. Your happiness is created within you. Your success is measured within you. Never let anyone infringe on your shine because they were too lazy to go out and be the light God brought them here to be. It's never too late. That was a quote that was put on Naomi Michaels' page that she posted. So I say, follow your own advice.
Follow your own advice.
I just feel like y'all just giving her.
How you know? Wait. How you know? How you know it wasn't a scheme for you? It's the Todd set up to come with you with the bullshit.
With the bullshit. Oh God. God damn it.
But I'm talking about it, Cornelius, because I'm at work.
I mean, you're getting a lot of airtime today.
Too much.
No, but her time.
Who getting a lot of airtime? Me?
No, Naomi. The topic of Naomi.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, you don't want her to get no airtime on your time, baby.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's like you giving fuel to the fire.
But she was the topic.
Right. And that's
well,
no
really,
different.
in so many words.
Out there and folks commented on.
Yeah,
but you did.
So we need
but
to
I
let
would
them
say
folks
this:
understand.
everybody did. Let's be honest. Everybody did what she wanted y'all to do. Knowing that crazy ass niece of mine, she rolled over, started some shit, and then it got too serious. So that happened.
And that's why I was blocked.
She like to fucking laugh, but then it wasn't funny this morning.
No. And you had somebody who can go toe to toe with you back.
That's true.
The angry black woman is
There's the right on change your setting. Somewhere else now.
I'm in the kitchen.
Yes, ma'am, Daisy.
Oh,
I know they probably like, so this what they be up in their room doing after Continental and stuff.
Don't do that.
Someone asked me to bring on Flame.
Girl, don't wear no rap, girl. Necole read me for mine the other week.
If anybody's friends with Flame on Facebook, I invited her. We're not friends on Facebook, but I sent her the thing. Somebody could send it to her to invite her on here to see what she has to say about the situation because they want to see what Flame has to say.
You want me to send it to her?
Send it to her.
I got a rap on. I do.
What?
oh, I thought that was one of them ancient mama turds.
This ain't no ancient mama turd.
The reason why I played the video that I played of Naomi Michaels is because that's why I'm out to meet you because you got feedback, Jay. The reason why I played the video of Naomi Michaels and I played that long segment is because I want to show that there was some hurt there. She's hurt by somebody. Well, I'm gonna say this: she's hurt by the community and how they treated her. So she feels like, to me, it feels like
because of the way we talk about our girl.
Yeah, but you don't think that she had any involvement in that?
Well, when you put yourself out there in these terms, you call yourself the people's queen, you allow everybody to have an opinion. So you got to be okay when they come with their opinion.
And that was
especially
the same
when you
way
put it
I
out
felt
there.
about the post.
Right. She wins in the building, baby.
I'm high and sleep and listening to y'all. What's up?
You need
Welcome
to leave.
to Our Point of View, Flame on Road, he, she, we.
Hello, ladies.
They want to know your opinion on what happened. We sure you seen what happened today with Naomi Michaels. Well, Naomi Michaels feels like trans women shouldn't be calling themselves women.
Oh, okay. Let's go back to the source. Okay, who said it?
What?
Naomi Michaels.
Y'all serious? I know who you said. I said what I said. Let's go back to the source. Who said it?
Yeah.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. As a community, first of all, what we gotta stop doing, and I'm good at high, so if I say anything to offend anybody, blame it on the edibles. Don't blame it on me. Shit.
Well, that's all right. Some of us are all in the same space. Go ahead. What you gotta say?
We gotta stop putting so much emphasis on bullshit. That's just bullshit. Yeah, everybody knows Naomi Michaels is who she is. She says what she says. She goes on her rampages, then she calms down. I've never met her personally. But I mean, to me, it's just a kiki. Whatever you take into you that you want to make sensitive or be sensitive about, that be on you to me, because I ain't gonna take no shit. I mean, if it ain't serious and I don't know you, then you can't even hurt my feelings. But everybody wants to get up and I think the gay community, my community that I'm only a part of, when they want to be bothered with me, needs to take these Pampers off and stop acting like wet babies. We got to man the fuck up, and not in the masculine way, but everything can't hurt our feelings. If everything hurts your feelings, baby, we might as well just give up, because somebody gonna always say something offensive outside or inside the community. Damn, everything bother us. Everything.
Every little thing. So
Flying, my question is, do you think when people make open statements or blanketed statements that other people are not allowed to respond to them?
Anything that you put out publicly, especially on social media, you are putting yourself on the auction block. So whether it's positive or negative, everybody has a chance to opinionate it if you put it out
If you
publicly.
put it out
Nothing
there,
is off limits if you put it out there.
Am I correct?
and that is the premise of my show.
I say, and everyone is entitled
if you
to have a rebuttal.
everything that come up in your mind on your thought process, you don't have to put on social media. But if you do, understand that you are opening yourself up to receive comments and opinions from everybody because you put it out there.
Yes.
Chevelle,
Yes, sir.
would you please tell her that those were my exact words today?
Yes, ma'am. But you didn't want to hear that.
We both from Chicago,
But you didn't
girl.
see that
We
she
both
didn't want to
think
hear
about,
that.
you about to lose your job. You about to lose I watched that video 10 times today.
Because you are disturbing me for
Watch this move, Necole. You about to lose your job. No, y'all, seriously. I don't know. I've never met Naomi Michael. Naomi Michael makes statements. I think sometimes she just do shit just to keep her relevant, to get her ruffled up in the gay community, because she always makes the videos to get everybody flustered.
Well, that's what I think.
That might be a business move on her end.
Naomi Michael is like a plant, and if you water it, it's gonna keep growing. So the more you feed into it, she gonna keep going.
Well, they like her more than they like me. They kicked her out of Black America, but they invited her back. They never invited me back.
At the Black Panther.
So she blacking me because they kicked her out, but they let her come back. I'm feeling very Omarosa over here. They ain't never invited me back.
Oh Lord.
Flame, I thank you for coming on and sharing your opinion with everybody.
But I was high. And I promise you, I thought I heard my name, but me and Alibaba was both on that magic carpet right there. I tell y'all what, bye y'all. I tell y'all what, the shit that y'all let upset y'all, because some shit don't even be. Huh?
What you say?
Oh, Pig, what you say, Pig?
No, I was about to tell Flame, you know my jeans still light skinned on the inside.
Who? Miss Piggy, knock it off.
Well, I want to thank you, Flame, for coming in and sharing your everything. Y'all gonna follow Flame on Facebook. What your show is, Flame, on Facebook?
Coffee time.
Girl, coffee time. Tonight is high time, bitch, because I am good at it's over. All right.
That woman is crazy, child. Y'all gonna follow Flame on YouTube. I think it's Flame Monroe. She does a show every morning.
God damn.
That woman crazy, child. But yeah, child.
That's what she's doing. I love her, child.
So she has spoke the word. But I want to thank y'all. So we're gonna end this live, y'all. And I want
to 1:30. We ain't even made it to 2 o'clock, girl.
Oh no. We're not gonna end. We sure not. We're not gonna end because I have one more thing to talk about. I'm so sorry. We have to talk about Halle Berry playing the trans man in the movie. I am so sorry. So she declined the role.
Get a trans man?
She declined the role because
the backlash.
Because I think the people had came and say, baby.
we got too many of them that can play.
No, ma'am.
And and I posted it the other day, and I'm thinking, okay, well, I can see if it started from a transition, and maybe they couldn't find a trans man that wanted to take that back that way to become, So okay, well maybe I owe you, bitch. That's the only thing I could think of. That's why they considered a woman playing that role. But we don't even know what the movie is about.
So she was supposed to be playing a woman to a man role.
That's the thing that the only reason why I can see they considered her to play this trans man role is as if she was going to be a woman first and transitioned into a man.
Because then they go to old Hollywood when they used to make them play all other characters. Bitch, they put a white lady in, paint her up dog, and make her slant eyes. Because y'all don't have Felicity Hoffman. Y'all don't have.
I instantly thought about that.
Because what's that, Trans-America?
Yeah, Felicity. This is the voice I want to use.
And she won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Trans-America.
And she won the Oscar.
Trans-America.
Boys don't cry.
So Haley, like y'all took her second Oscar from her, so fuck you, motherfucker.
She gotta hold on to that one because she wasn't getting no more nowhere.
What I guessed in the comments.
And we know they considered her for it, but she posted about it, I guess, in the midst of them considering. So until you got the role, you probably shouldn't have said nothing. So then we can read you and you can give it back. But
they shouldn't have said anything. They should have just let the movie come out and let us show that she had the chops for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Wait, hold on.
The women
that are available to play those parts, why can't they get those parts?
Exactly.
They coming from a place where they can really relate to.
You know who I think is a woman?
Me.
Well, that's true.
They can relate more to the character than, and I don't care how long you've been acting and what your achievements are. You can't relate more to a story than something I lived.
I still don't have a problem with her playing that role though. If that's the role, it's a role. It's a movie role.
Yeah, and they're gonna assign it to who they want to. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she's an actress.
There might be a time a girl got me up. They should have gone clean. If they were making her boys, that might be it for me.
I don't believe in just giving somebody a role just because I have a transgender role.
But you know what?
Person, or I don't think that's necessarily true either.
But I'm sure that you can find one that is equipped to play the part.
And there are trans men in sitcoms today, like the one on 911. He plays he's a trans man actor, but they don't talk about it, and they told his story. So they could ask him.
Right. It's the same thing. I can say all these movies that have people playing gay characters that's not necessarily gay, but they play the character. It's the same thing to me. So it's a role that they playing. So I have
and some of them play the hell out of them.
Yes,
I have a problem with that.
So I just think some people are over.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how drag started.
I think the problem is give those. We're gonna let you speak, Tevin. What did you say?
So did she play a transgender before? Halle Berry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
When? I don't recall that.
Oh, I don't know. I was just reading the comment.
I know, and I responded to the comment and said when. I remember that one.
I don't recall her ever playing a transgender woman before.
I don't remember her being pussy. I ain't never remember her being on this.
But
Chevelle.
Yes.
You know the girl who plays in 911. She also played Harriet in
yes.
She
played a transgender woman.
Harriet Tubman in
on Law and Order SUV.
Yes, she did.
Now do it because she do.
We fake girl.
Mm-hmm.
But the
she would be good.
But
maybe that's the problem because I don't even remember her name.
She played on Law and Order. You there?
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of who it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
Aisha Hines. She played a
Aisha.
transgender woman in Law and Order before, and she played a transgender woman in another movie.
Aisha.
Pretty Little Liars fish.
Cause she had woke me out when she got on that stand and said she was transgender. I'm like, wait, what?
That's to be in a mess. Don't read that.
What? Rock, Lil, what she say, bitch? I'm like, what?
And the trans man that's on 911 Lone Star is Brian Michael Smith.
Ain't no trans woman gonna play no trans man, y'all. They can't do that. They said that in a couple of
that's what we have people in the industry that can play these roles now.
Yeah, y'all got trans too. It's a whole suit. It's a whole show.
You know, them reach out to the person that you know can play these roles now.
We do.
That dude on BT, it's weird.
But it might not even be about that. These people are trying to make money and bringing in the people that's going to have people come out and see them.
If it's about money, I'll do it.
My nephew has spoken.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive. I'm your friend. My prices are high.
It's a wide open statement.
It is.
I mean,
but I corrected in person. Take it how you want. Send your cash first.
I just don't understand why they do that. Because I mean, it's so many qualified people who can be in these parts, and they just won't allow it. And I just don't understand it. It just makes no sense. I mean, just like even when I did a small part in a movie one time, they deepened my voice and all that kind of stuff because they want people to see us in a negative light. They're not trying to have us seen in the brightest light.
I'll do whatever light they need me to do it in.
They did the same thing to Candace Kane with Dirty Sexy Money. They deepened her voice, made her sound like an old dude, and all that kind of stuff.
Chevelle, have you watched Disclosure yet?
Yes, I have.
That's so good.
That was so hilarious that when she was sitting up talking about that, bitch, that we were the ones that she was sitting there watching it with.
Yes. I thought about that. I was like, oh, there's the game she was talking about. It made me go back to that actual moment. You know what I'm saying?
We were all sitting there. We had just ordered food and everything.
We was at Mimi's house, and bitch, and bitch, we had, when it happened, we say,
bitch, she had spoken. All of us turned around in the room and said, and the gag was, Candace had never watched the DVD.
Yes, she brought it so we could watch it together.
And bitch, all of us turned around and said,
yeah, it was a cackle, girl.
And it did like this.
Girl, we had gagged so hard, child. I was like, oh my God, what happened? You know, me. Oh my God, what happened?
Bitch, Miss Candace did like this when we looked at her. She said,
I'm so glad that I was there for that moment. How about that?
Yes.
For them to even talk about it. If y'all don't know what we're talking about this documentary that is on Netflix, and it's called Disclosure, and it's about trans women in the industry. And it's a really good documentary. You should check it out. It's called Disclosure.
Yes, and then I have to say that those trans men are goddamn convincing.
Yeah.
Everyone who speaks in the documentary is a trans.
And I want you to know it was some things on the show that I even learned. You know, I learn something all the time, and people always I tell people all the time that the Caitlyn Jenner show wasn't just about Caitlyn Jenner. If you watch the show,
was really nothing about her.
It was really nothing about her
at all,
and it taught me a whole lot. And it was some things I didn't know. Like a lot of people don't know that a lot of trans women don't even help the other trans girl. So with my story, somebody had some hormones, and I was in New York, and it was Brenda Holder, my bitch. I'm gonna say it. She has a bunch of hormones, but she was selling them. Bitch, I bought them. I ain't never took a hormone in my life.
I
Bitch, she was a thing when you walked
Okay.
in. But a woman,
I remember.
bitch.
And I was Miss Continental at the time, and all I knew was Miss Continental came back looking like a different bitch by the end of the year. So I had to hear her give me some titties. So
Chevelle say, girl, I really don't know if I like this. That bitch say, oh, Miss Thing, see, I done had like shots and I done took this stuff. I don't know if I like this.
And so you know, I didn't know anything. So going back to that, I learned about taking hormones on my own. Kim Cleveland was the first person to give me a hormone shot. So I just started doing hormones, which like nothing. So I just stopped, and that's how the titties blew up. But then that takes me to the Caitlyn Jenner story. I didn't know that we can get our gender marker changed. I knew we can get our name changed because my name is already changed. But then when I was like, Caitlyn, you got your gender marker changed, I'm thinking that's some high class money shit. You know?
Shit.
Yeah, some rich shit. Bitch, I got to Google it. Oh, that's all I need to do. But oh, okay. Bitch, the next day. And in a week, I had my gender marker changed on my driver's license. That show was something learning for me. I learned a lot in that show. Yes, Tevin.
So is it a T or is it? What
I thought you
it used to be a letter, you know. I got an M.
Now Naomi probably believes that it should be a T on our driver's license, but no,
it's an F.
Mine is an F.
Okay, I'm just asking. Hey, I don't know.
they haven't put that in there yet.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
know that they were starting to call it cis female now or what.
I wouldn't dare change what I have now on my no hell no. But
hell no.
So
I think I want to do my conclusion. I think that at the end of the day, we should all just have a little bit more compassion for each other. And I think we all should be a little bit more mindful of the verbiage that we use. Be a little more acceptable.
And I have something also that I want to play before we end out. Necole sent me this earlier today, and I think that it's something that everybody needs to hear. And it's an analogy, and I think that everybody should hear it. Then we're gonna come back.
How are you? You all right? Yes, very good. You know, I wanted to have a quick conversation with you. Something I've been thinking about that I had thought we had talked about before, but for whatever reason, God keeps bringing this thing back up into my spirit. So I said, well, I guess it's time for us to have this conversation again. However, He gave it to me in a little bit of a different way to give to you. So, are you listening? Yeah, very good. Now, you know how you have folks that wear glasses, right? They go to the doctor. They get a prescription for their glasses. Honey, some folks is thick, some is thin. But whatever the case, is a prescription particular to that person, right? Or particular to you. And you have those glasses on. And you try to give them to somebody else, right? And be like, oh, see if you can see through these glasses. And they look at them like, oh, I can't see through that. Because that's your prescription, not theirs. It was prescribed especially for you, right? Therefore, they can't see it. They can't see through it. It's just like the vision that God gave to you. You get upset because other folk can't see it. Well, He didn't give it to them. Baby, He gave it to you, right? So it's just like a prescription. It was prescribed just for you, nobody else. So stop trying to force folk to see through your lens that God prescribed for you. Okay? Don't do that. Now what you can do, all right, is manifest that thing. Bring it forth. Bring forth the vision. Then they can see it plain. Right? Ain't no need of getting bent out of shape and upset and arguing about things that other folks were never prescribed to see. Okay? You got it now? I certainly hope so. I absolutely love you. And what I want you to do is go about your business. Have yourself a good night, and tomorrow you have a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. Him, I love you. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, girl. Send that to me. I'm gonna send that to my sister.
I appreciate that.
I watched that
I
earlier.
appreciate that.
Too.
It
I appreciate
it had
that.
hit me so hard, and I had told Chevelle, I said, "Oh, Chevelle, please pay this." It hit me, and I needed to hear it myself.
So thank you, Marshawn,
That
for
was
sending
very
that
good.
to me so I can play that. So I think everybody should hear that. I shared it on my page earlier. If you want to hear it again, y'all go back and look at it. Please share this live. Go and YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube page where you can see our point of view each and every week. Thank you, Necole of Dupree. Thank you, Tevin St. James. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Desiree, for coming on our point of view. We appreciate you for coming on, Desiree. We love you so much. I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you guys for the support. I'm sure we all thank you for the support. Y'all have a good night, and we will see you next week at 10 o'clock Central, 11 p.m. Eastern for our point of view. All right, yeah.
Be safe. Wear your mask. Grass.
Bye. We love y'all. Wednesdays just got a little more teaful and a little more juicier. So baby, sit back, grab your cocktail, get your snacks, and get your jush, because it's just our point of view. With your panelists, Necole, I am not your